And like it kind of like even the funny. What I laughed about that and stuff was that how we posted that question, and then the old video Steve Harvey came up
right,
about men and women. It's a sign, man.
Yeah.
God's plan. God's plan. So I was looking at like the Steve Harvey and there's no friend zone thing and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I see you went off. First of all, you need a fucking PhD, Zoom class. This man right here, ladies and gentlemen, and all the above, he got a lot of time to fucking explain things to a lot of people.
Sometimes
I do it here.
Sometimes I just be sitting at home, man. And you know what I mean? And
no shit, Sherlock.
I would just be going off, man.
I was like, I looked at the damn DM. I was like, what are you, a Leo? This is a 4-page letter? I was like, I don't got time for this shit. And then he at me. I'm like, don't at me. I don't want no part of this shit.
I only at you because you said you was going to bring up in the pot. I'm like, they don't want to hear regurgitated. I mean, we kick stuff like this already.
We do kick stuff like this. And we did say like, you know, platonically, the men and women can platonically and stuff be friends.
Yeah.
So now this is where I looked and stuff and I'm like, yeah, please don't judge all Harveys the same. That motherfucking Harvey is an old prehistoric dinosaur. Yes, he has flair and jokes. I have flair and jokes, but we two Harveys are not the same.
No, they're not the same. I can contest to that.
Because my thing and stuff is that I was like, that's very archaic and stuff, whatever. And I feel like, man or woman, you're grimy.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that stuff is because you let your shit be known.
Yeah.
If you come there to bat, right? Mm-hmm. If you step up to plate to bat and you strike out, and if you still want to continue to bat, whatever, then you let it be known like, yo, I'm not here to be going on friend zone.
No.
And then so you just keep it pushing and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, you know what? I didn't get a home run this time and stuff for that, but I'll wait to win. Come on, that's grimy, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless and stuff for the man or woman. Now, dudes, they're kind of more notorious for this because, I mean, some dudes don't say no. A lot of dudes don't say no to ratchet pussy, much less it's a freebie type of pussy situation. So I fully agree with, you know, to a part where they said men and women can't be friends. But I have female friends that I look at as stuff like sisters.
Right.
And if they were to throw me some cooch and stuff, whatever, like, yo, Marv, just one time, I would tell them no, because I'm like, I feel like it'll fuck up our vibe.
Thank you. And that's what I was kind of schooling the one young buck and saying, you got to understand what that female is there, at what position she's going to play in your life.
Right.
You understand? Because there's some women that you're just meant to build with. You know what I mean? And they'll help you build because not every time you're going to get the perspective that you need from a male. Sometimes you need a female's perspective to understand things. Right? So you got to be able to separate that too. And if you're going to cross that line with somebody who is meant to build with, then you're exactly right. You fuck up that whole persona, that whole perspective. Like, she's never gonna look at you at that same like, oh, I can just sit down and kick it and build with Marv because deep down in the back of my mind, I know Marv might have other intentions.
Yeah. I've been in a situation and stuff, whatever, where it was, I think I only had one situation. So I had one situation where I said I friend zoned a friend. Like we were cool.
Yeah.
We were cool. And the situation got to present itself, and it threw me off. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? Am I high? Like, it threw me off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm not about this life. And then I scratched my head. I was like, nah. I'm like, the thought kind of crossed my mind. Now what it was presented, I was like, I'm like, look here, we gonna fuck up something what we got going on and everything like that. And I think at the time I was single and stuff, and she was single. So I said, say it don't pop off between us.
Yeah.
And you find somebody and I find somebody and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Would you ever tell them about whatever situation that might have occurred? Or like the possible and stuff, whatever? Because as a dude, if I was to date a woman and she's like, you know, I had a friend, he did try to shoot a shot. I'm watching that nigga. Like I got my eyes on him and so I'm watching. That's not the eyes on the prize. Yo, I'd be like, yo, I'm just gonna go holler at thing. Hey man, fuck that dude, man.
Yeah.
He said, oh, he's dying of cancer. I'm like, they got nurses. Are you a nurse? You know, I will watch him. You got to put a person like that under the scope.
Yeah, man, because like I said, and just like I said, in back of her mind, she might always be thinking, Marv may have it. You're always gonna think, and back of dudes